the stash last year.
The stash?
Yeah, it was like the difference in winning and losing.
That's what won it. He won it by a mustache.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Canada, your reigning defending Classic Physique champion, Chris Bumsted. The Canuck.
And might I add, the stash is a little thicker this year.
It does look a little thicker, yes. Very Freddie, the singer from Queen.
Well, listen, we're going to go a little back and forth here. We can't let this moment go. I got Breon Ainsley here, two-time champ. He has no mustache, okay? Listen, clean shaven. He says he did not lose by the mustache, and he's going to prove it this year, Chris.
He can try.
No, and it's no mustache, it's no fro. It'll be straight up physique and a complete physique for sure.
Bob, this is the apples and oranges type of a thing, because the physiques are not similar. They're very different.
No, listen, and that's what makes it tough for the judges, because they've got, listen, what's classic? Is classic a look? Is it the physique? Is it a combination of both? Breon, you got beautiful lines, man. Obviously, there's a reason you won the title. But you're right, Chris, I mean, he's 6 inches taller than you. He's got the he's got the hair working, you know, and the whole thing. It's apples and oranges. What are you going to give to the judges that they can distinguish and get that title back in your pocket?
I'm just going to outpose. I think it's outpose, Chris. It's just not about my...
Where's he weak? Where do you get the champ?
Oh, I get him everywhere. I get him everywhere. Everywhere. I'm more complete. I have a more superior physique. From head to toe, and it's just about displaying it correctly. But first and foremost, let me thank, I would be remiss if I didn't thank Jake and, you know, Tamer and you know, the Olympia staff and committee. I know it was an arduous but yet courageous move to come into Orlando, and I'm very grateful to you guys, very grateful to you fans and supporters for following us here. You guys, you know, make us, and you guys are everything to us. Thank you guys so very much. And we get to display our hard work. Very, very strong. But back to you, Dan. Excuse me, Dan.
Dan, Bob, whatever.
Bob.
All the same.
We're all in the same group.
No, I don't need to. You know, it's not a physique thing. Even though I improved in areas of my physique.
Not a physique. It's the classic physique. What do you mean it's not a physique thing?
As far as you know, me taking the title.
Why did he beat you last year?
He beat me because.
Was it because of you, or is it because of him? Like, did you just come in off? You let the door open, he snuck in there, or did he just take it from you? Come on, give me something.
No, I will respect the judge's decision and say that he beat me, you know, with probably 3 more poses to my 2.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, and that's what it all comes down to as far as the numbers are concerned. But I still feel my physique is superior again. My physique is more dominant, and I have more of a complete bodybuilding classic physique.
Chris, he's more complete. What are you going to do?
When I came in last year and you asked me this similar question, I told you Classic Physique hadn't found someone who had set the standard of what it was meant to look like. And that was my goal last year. I wanted to come in, and I believe because it was such a new division, it was still searching for someone to be at the top, someone for the young kids coming up that they wanted to strive towards that standard Classic Physique look. I showed that last year, and I was young, and I was not complete. I was not 100%. This year, I'm going to show an improved version of that. Next year, an improved version of that, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys what the standard of Classic Physique is and what's going to be in the future, and I'm going to set it.
Now, excellent, Chris.
Well,
now, Sean,
there's some guys that aren't on this stage that are going to be up there offering different looks as well.
Well, we've got a wrench to throw in there now. Now, even though we've got just a representation of the athletes here, we've got the top 2. There's a little wrench thrown in there this year, and that's Logan Franklin. Now, I bring that up. I don't know if Logan's here. I hope he's here. But Logan has emerged as a strong contender for this title. Had a great year. Now, the reason I bring this up, Breon, is we talk about apples and oranges and comparisons for the judge and all that. Logan Franklin is very, very similar to Chris. Similar height, structure, weight. Obviously, you guys got the parameters in which you have to adhere to with height and weight for classic division. Are you worried about Logan Franklin? Because he does match up very well with the current champ.
Not one bit. Not one bit. Worried about anybody.
Why not?
Not worried about anybody. And I'm glad you brought that up, because if you're saying that, you know, the classic structure and the look is similar to Chris's, That does not coincide with me losing by 1 point last year. You know, that doesn't coincide by a shorter competitor, Alex Campernero, winning the Arnold Classic. That doesn't coincide with Terrence Ruffin coming second at the Arnold Classic, a shorter competitor, shorter than me.
He's shorter than Sean, I think, and that's hard to do.
So for everybody out there talking about Classic is going in a certain direction, taller direction, this and that, think about all that. Think about all that, and that's I want you to think long and hard about all that. And then, you know, the tides are going to turn again Saturday night anyway to a shorter Classic competitor in Breon Ainsley. So there we have it.
All right.
There we have it.
Well, Bob, let's give the champ the last word because obviously
Always.
he's the champion. You got two to your credit. Of course, Danny Hester won the first one.
Yeah.
What did you do differently coming into this one to make sure you walk home with that trophy this year?
I mean, first off, I'm just fired up to be here right now. I'd love to be stern like Phil Heath over there, just glaring into the crowd, but I'm too excited. I can't have my smile, and it feels damn good to be back as the champ. And I'm excited to be here in front of you guys in Orlando, and I know we've all had some struggles finding gyms around our city and whatnot, but no struggle compared to what it must have been like moving this entire show across the entire country.
Right.
So I'm grateful for Dan and the Olympia team that we can be here right now and put on a show for the crowd at home on pay-per-view watching this. I'm super grateful for everybody and just really excited to be here, to be completely honest. So I had to put that out there. Can't have my smile right now. But different this year, it was just more work, to be completely honest. Last year was a learning process for me, and it was something I didn't feel like I was falling into my groove quite yet. And this year I really found myself. I got some advice from the champ himself, the GOAT, Phil Heath, and it was exactly what I've been doing this year. He told me to get to know Chris the man, not Chris the bodybuilder. Exactly what I'd been chasing throughout the year. I kind of got more in touch with myself, my mind, my mindset. COVID definitely helped with that, putting some focus on kind of internal stuff rather than external, and everything just falls into place after that. So it's been something where I've been a lot focused on myself this year, my mental game, and it truly feels like I'm coming in here, I'm not competing against anyone, everyone's here to compete against me.
Spoken like a true champion right there. Chris Bumsted.
That's why he's the champ.